EFS Group, a global leader in integrated facilities management solutions, has just announced outstanding results for the first half of 2024, reporting more than 25% growth as the company secured nearly 1.5 billion dirhams in new contract awards, alongside a significant contract backlog worth 8 billion dirhams. Joining me to discuss what's behind these results is Tariq Chauhan, the Group CEO and co-founder at EFS Facilities Services Group. It's great to be with you, Tariq.
Thank you for being here with me.
Tariq, we're amazed to see the growth that has been happening in the first half of 2024 for EFS. Talk to us about what's been behind that growth.
I think, first of all, I would like to tell you that this is my historical best. But this is in a series of this over the last 6 years, this is historical best. So every year we've been, crossing our previous track record. So indeed, this has been very one of the happiest moments for my entire team, and I would attribute this success to the team EFS. This includes the people on the ground, what we call boots on the ground, the 23,000 strong workforce, and the rest of my colleagues between the C-suites and the others. What has made that possible? It's primarily the economy has been definitely on our side. There's a lot of activity happening on the built environment across Middle East. Since our growth is largely contributed from Saudi Arabia and UAE, so these two countries have definitely added on the upside on our revenues. More importantly, in Saudi Arabia, with the activity as a part of the 2030 vision, they continue to invest in new projects. There's a significant activity happening on preparedness for some of the critical events that they intend planning into it. So I think this overall growth has been a part of the global economic activity to some extent, and also contributed by the specific to facility management. Facility management industry has been growing at double digit globally. And I would say if there is the most important country in the world in context to growth is Saudi Arabia. That has contributed to 2/3 of our growth this year. And followed by UAE and various other countries. What we intend doing now from here is to build on the service excellence, continue to embolden our service excellence. That has been one of the reasons for this growth because of our strong client retention. We've seen a significant activity on the new tenders coming from this side.
And so when we're looking at the sectors, which are the sectors that you have seen the most growth in?
See, we have 6 sectors within our core facility management business. And these are very integral to EFS business model. So aviation, infrastructure, integrated facility management. So IFM has been definitely one of the strongest sector, followed by aviation. Since we do multiple airports, we are also doing airlines and others. And the third aspect is the education, where we have added on a significant footprint. So I'm very sure that the rest of the other 3 sectors have also contributed to some extent. But lion's share of this has come from these 3 sectors.
And so looking at expansion now, what are the verticals that you're looking to expand in, the countries that you're looking to move more into? And you did mention Saudi Arabia there, but what does that expansion look like in that way?
To build a sustainable business model, diversity is very critical. And I'm very conscious of the fact that my business in the current context is largely South Asia and Middle East centric, with 2/3 of the business coming from GCC and the balance from the South Asia. I intend expanding to Central Asia and also to Europe. There are some amazing opportunities in these regions. EFS from a very beginning was conscious that it has to be a provider of preferred choice to global multinationals. So the 3 areas that I'm definitely emphatic within my sectorial emphasis Aviation, I intend to take it to the rest of the other countries. I'm also careful about workplace solutions business. And a third is the oil and gas. We have made some significant forays in the past in the oil and gas, and I intend to build on that in my going forward strategy towards a 10 billion dream. We have reached almost about 2 billion in our revenues, and we intend to move to the 10 billion. And as a part of that dream, definitely we need to strengthen our sectorial expansion into these countries. We also have to strengthen our service offering, and innovation and technology will be the key driver for us to expand and upend our margins.
When you talk about innovation and technology, what in particular are you eyeing at the moment?
See, data plays a very critical role in facility management, and for long data has not been fully leveraged in order to accomplish the holistic goals of facility management. We believe technology use and extended use of technology, both in terms of CAFM, third-party applications, as well as using the CRM data. All these things will help us to, one is to achieve one challenge that the industry has is the lower margins. So we intend to bring efficiencies through use of technology. We also increase productivity of workforce. Thirdly, be able to make significant gains in adding new clients by virtue of your value add in the CRM side. So I think all this will eventually help us to build a sustainable business model, especially considering the goals that we have in context to the top line as well as expansion into other countries.
And so as you move towards that 10 billion dream, what kind of partnerships do you have? What kind of projects do you have that will lead you towards that in the pipeline? What's next?
So I would like to correct one thing. It's not a dream, it's a reality. When back in 2010, I talked about a billion business when we were just at 75 million. I was then also very clear, okay, I definitely have a defined between 3 to 4 years. Having reached 2 billion in just 10 years, we personally believe we have a much more interesting landscape in front of us. We believe the way the construction industry growth in the last few years, so all this built environment will eventually be will be there for maintenance. Secondly, facility management is also expanding in scope. It's no more just about, it's also adding on many more services. The scope of facility management has gone threefold. And I intend to map all those opportunities and eventually expanding the business in that context. Hopefully, in the next 3 years, we'll be able to add on some more services and capabilities within our organization.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing it. It's exciting times ahead for EFS. Tariq Chauhan, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanking you for giving me this opportunity, talking to you and talking about EFS. I'm very passionate about talking about EFS, and whatever humble success we have made it, there's a long way to go. And thank you for this opportunity once again.